Are you consistently dissatisfied with the circumference of your glutes? Do you have weak abductors? What about weak adductors? Then the GMWD hip abductor and hip adductor machine will solve all of your body dysmorphia needs. First things first, let's talk about packaging. The packaging inside the box, organization-wise, seemed to be very well done. Hardware was labeled per step, which is even way better than what you're gonna get most of the time. Most of the time it's just, here's your hardware, follow this PDF, hopefully you figure it out. But all their hardware was basically correlated to steps within their instruction book. I have no complaints of the functionality or the quality. There are some little adjustments that I'm doing for some of the movements just to make them even better. If you go to a commercial gym, a lot of these will be separate. The abductor machine and the adductor machine are totally separate, just like a leg curl and a leg extension. The geometry is just going to be a little different, so they want to make the machines as best as possible for that movement, so they're just for one use. Whenever you get a dual use unit, there's going to be a little give and take here and there, but I think that this one works fairly well. I will talk about the hip adduction process here in a second to show you kind of the differences. Both abduction and adduction exercises actually work really well. It is a little tricky getting into the hip adduction side where the legs are already out like this. So if it's got a lot of weight for resistance, it's going to be even trickier. But what I usually do is I just get my hands here. I'm going to get it started like this little pec fly motion, and I'm going to step out of it and then push in, and then go here. If you don't do this and you just use the dial, you're not gonna be able to get resistance all the way at the end. And even right now, I'm bottoming out. I'm bottoming out this position. So there's one more notch that I can use that I can set up in the meantime, but I just did it for the sake of the video right now. But this position is as wide as it will go in this setting. If I squeeze together, move my legs out, squeeze here, let the machine open back up again. Whoa, I can come to this outside, pull the dial, and go even wider. My wife can bottom this part out because she's way more mobile than I am, but even she can get a good range of motion on this side too. Setting up the hip abduction exercise, it's going to be a little bit easier where we're going to rotate these legs here all the way around till they click in place. If you don't do this before you move the arms inside, you will make contact with these and then it will not be able to close up the way it should. We're gonna pull this dial, close it all the way, clicks into place, step inside, and you got 2 foot positions here. You can go here or here, whichever you so choose. I've only got a 25-pound plate. Honestly, I don't think you need a whole lot of weight unless you're very advanced in this exercise, and I am not, hence the circumference of my cheeks. Customer service. Obviously, I've talked about customer service that I've had to deal with on this unit. Very good communication, but overall, I think this is a very good quality machine for a home gym.